Dr. Singh, tell us a little bit about India's Make in India ambitions, the Atmanirbhar program, and how will India keep the ball rolling on that?
I think it's been a great initiative by the government. And I think it's paid dividends. It's going to pay, but I think the good days are ahead, not behind. The government has now identified several other sectors as well. So it's been a good scheme. I would also want it to be lowered down to the micro, not to the micro, but to the small and medium enterprises as well, because as we spoke about earlier, that unless we are able to get the entire value chain in place, the benefits of the PLI scheme really doesn't flow down. So PLI is a good scheme to bolster the manufacturing sector, but much more needs to be done. What the government also needs to do is, somebody talked about the ease of doing business, but the cost of doing business has really gone up. So the productivity is still low. So if we want to compete with China, and if we really want to be the manufacturing or the factory of the world, we need to focus on the peripherals of this. PLI scheme has been good. It's going to pay dividend, but I think much more needs to be done to make sure that the other enablers are also in place. Particularly, the productivity has to go up. Our logistics costs, in spite of the investment that we have made in the capex, are still very, very high. Our productivity is still low. The cost of doing business is still very high. If you combine all these, it's very, very difficult for our manufacturers to really compete with the world. So that's something that needs to be done.
Absolutely. Dr. Singh, let's talk about the tax regime. As I understand, analysts are also saying that some efforts will be put to make the new tax regime more attractive.
I think that's been, I think the government's aim is to move everybody to the new tax regime, and I think it's been a good regime as well. And the government has been kind enough, gracious enough to give the leeway to the people to decide, at least to the individuals to decide whether they want to be in the new or the old. But I think the objective is to move everybody to the new. I think the new regime is more efficient. The new regime also doesn't interfere too much in the lives of the people. So there is a distance between the tax authorities and the people. So I think people should move to the new regime. I think my guess is that this budget will probably give a direction or give some kind of a deadline for people to move to the new tax.
WION World is now available in your country. Download the app now and get all the news updates on the move.